Come with me to make a 3-cheese mac and cheese. Let's get it. Now let's tackle the hardest part, which is hand shredding all of your cheese. Even though it's a lot of work, hand shredding your cheese is a lot better than buying the shredded cheese at the market because the melting qualities are a lot better. So this next step is optional. I do like to season the water that I'm going to boil my noodles in with chicken bouillon seasoning, just to add like that extra flavor to the noodles. In a separate pan, we're going to get started on our cheese sauce. So we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter, and then we're going to add the seasoning of your choice. So for me, I do add Lawry's onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. And basically, I'm just going to let the seasonings cook in the butter for a little bit because that does bring out the flavor of the seasoning. So typically, I'll leave my seasoning on the stove until I start to smell that aroma from the seasoning. And that's how I know that it's ready for me to add that half and half. So with the half and half, you want to make sure that you're mixing in your seasoning with the half and half because it is going to have like a bit of clumping in the seasoning. So you just want to make sure you mix that up really good. Then once that's mixed up, you're going to start adding your cheeses little by little. I did use smoked Gouda, mozzarella, and sharp cheddar for the cheeses. As you can see, I'm adding a little bit of cheese and then I'm like mixing just to make sure that it melts. And then I'm going back in and adding more cheese until I get that texture that I want. And then for a boost of flavor, I am going to go in with a little bit of garlic and herb, Boursin cheese. Now this part is the simplest part. I'm just going in and adding a little bit of noodles and then adding in some cheese sauce and just repeating the process until all of my noodles are in the bowl with all of my cheese sauce. I always do it this way because I don't want to add too many noodles and not have enough cheese sauce to cover the noodles. So now it's time to start layering your mac and cheese in your baking dish. So I am going to put some mac and cheese in there, put a little bit of the shredded cheese on top of it, add more mac and cheese, and then I'm going to also finish that off with another layer of the sharp cheddar. Now at this point, your oven should be preheating to 350 degrees and you're going to want to let that bake for about 30 minutes. After that 30 minutes is up, you're going to want to top it with some parsley and boom. Look at how flavorful this mac and cheese looks.